What's up, everybody? This is Sonko, the Korean bro. Today is 2023, November 9th, and let's read articles, okay? Uh, First things first, I'm gonna go with NVIDIA. Hmm. Enter a word of samurai and demons, GFN Thursday brings Capcom's Onimusha warlords to cloud. Oh. Okay, wear the blade and embrace the way of the samurai for some thrilling action. Omnimusha. Warlords comes to GeForce Now. This week, members can experience Fujou Japan in the hack and slash adventure game in the cloud. It's a part of an action-packed GFN Thursday, with 16 more games joining the cloud gaming platform's library. Mm. Let's skip this one and instead let's read another one. Okay. Mm. Acting the test NVIDIA turbocharged generative AI training in ML perfs benchmarks. With unprecedented scaling and software advances, NVIDIA 800 Tensor Core GPUs set new records in the latest industry standard tests. NVIDIA's AI platform raised the bar for AI training and high-performance computing in the latest ML perfs industry benchmarks. Among many new records and milestones, one in generative AI stands out: NVIDIA EOS, an AI supercomputer powered by a whopping 10,752 NVIDIA H100 Tensor Core GPUs, NVIDIA Quantum 2 Infinite Band Networking, computed a training benchmark based on a GPT-3 model with 175 billion parameters trained on 1 billion tokens in just 3.9 minutes. That's nearly 3 times gain from a 10.9 minutes. The record NVIDIA set when the test was introduced less than 6 months ago. The benchmark uses a portion of the full GPT-3 dataset behind the popular ChatGPT service that by extrapolation, EOS could not train in just 8 days, 73 times faster than the prior state-of-the-art system using 512, 800 GPUs. The acceleration training time reduces cost, saves energy, and speeds time to market. It's heavy lifting that makes large language models widely available so every business can adopt them with tools like NVIDIA NeMo, the framework for customizing LLMs. In a new generative AI task this round, 1024 NVIDIA Hopper architecture GPUs completed a training benchmark based on the Stable Diffusion text image model in 2.5 minutes, setting a high bar on this new workload. Hmm. By adopting these two tests, MLPerf reinforces its leadership as the industry standard for measuring AI performance, since generative AI is the most transformative technology of our time. System scaling source. The latest results were due in part to the use of the most accelerators ever applied to an MLPerf benchmark. The 10,752 H100 GPUs forced past the scaling in AI training in June, when NVIDIA used the 3584 Hopper GPUs. The 3 times scaling GPU numbers delivered a 2.8 times scaling in performance, a 93% efficiency rate thanks in part to software optimizations. Efficient scaling is a key requirement in generative AI because LLMs are growing by an order of a magnitude every year. The latest results show NVIDIA's ability to meet this unprecedented challenge for even the world's largest data centers. The achievement is thanks to a full-stack platform of innovations in accelerators, systems, and software that both EOS and Microsoft Azure use in the latest round. EOS and Azure both employed 10,752 H100 GPUs in separate submissions. They achieved within 2% of the same performance demonstrating the efficiency of NVIDIA AI in data center and public cloud deployments. NVIDIA relies on EOS for a wide array of critical jobs. It helps advance initiatives like NVIDIA DLSS, AI-powered software for state-of-the-art computer graphics, NVIDIA research projects like ChipNemo, generative AI tools that help design next-generation GPUs. Okay. Now let's go to Roku. Okay. Roku revenue grew 20% year over year in the third quarter and beat Wall Street expectations. Active accounts also beat, coming in at 75.8 million for the quarter. Active accounts also beat, coming in at 75.8 million for the quarter. Roku said it experienced a rebound in video ads during the period. Happy streaming. Shares of Roku soared Thursday, a day after the company reported better than expected revenue for the third quarter. Here's how Roku performed for the quarter ending September 30 compared to analyst estimate from LSEG, formerly known as Refinitiv. After the bell Wednesday, Roku reported a net loss of or $2.33 per share, nearly triple the loss of or 88 cents per share, which is what the company reported in the year ago quarter. But revenue was up 20% year over year, the company reported, largely driven by strong performance in content distribution and video advertising, along with unit sales of Roku branded TVs, which launched in March 2023. Roku branded smart TVs come pre-installed with the Roku interface. Users will experience on an external plug-in Roku streaming player. The smart TVs were first made available at Best Buy. The smart TVs were first made available at Best Buy earlier this year and drove a device segment revenue increase of 33% from the year ago quarter. The company said during its earnings call Wednesday, branded TV also drove a higher portion of net adds and active accounts than the streaming players in international markets. Roku device president Mustafa Ozin said during Wednesday's earnings call, the company said it fared better during the quarter with advertisements weathering an industry-wide ad slowdown. We had a solid rebound in video ads in the third quarter. We expect year-over-year growth in the fourth quarter to be similar, but we remain cautious about the ad market recovering going forward. Active accounts also beat the street's estimate, coming in at 75.8 million for the quarter, compared to street account estimate of 75.33 million. That's a net increase of 2.3 million active accounts from the previous quarter. For the fourth quarter, Roku expects the revenue, or roughly $955 million, topping $952 million expected by Wall Street, according to LSEG. In September, Roku said it was laying off 200 employees in a bid to reduce the company's year-over-year operating expenses growth rate. The move followed rounds of layoffs earlier this year, in March and November 2022. The company also committed to various cost-cutting measures, including consolidating office space and slowing hiring. Okay. Now let's go to Shopify. Custom versus off-the-shelf is an imaginary dilemma for today's commerce ETF. Custom versus off the shelf is an imaginary dilemma for today's commerce CTO. Okay, let's see. Um, Many CTOs still think they have to choose between two options: buy an off the shelf enterprise ready commerce stack with no flexibility at all, or build a custom solution themselves. Neither option is ideal. You either miss out on tailoring your technology to your business's unique needs, or you're faced with time constraints to create and maintain a customized solution. Let's not forget, coach, hiring one full stack developer alone costs more than mm, uh, yeah, let's skip this one. This is not really important. Hmm. It's mainly about the article. It's mainly an article about what modern CTO have to do, but it doesn't seem really important though. And uh, let's go to mollyful.com and see um, articles that we have about the stock market tonight. Okay. Okay, here it is. The S&P 500 is climbing two stocks right now. Amazon and Alphabet both are investing in artificial intelligence and are likely to thrive in a strong market environment. These companies completed stock splits after their shares soared. The stock splits often are a sign that a company has done well. Last week was a great one for the S&P 500, with the index scoring its best weekly performance of the year. And two stocks participating in these gains are ones that could drive the index higher. In the near term and over time, these companies have shown their strength in the past, with earnings and share price soaring. In fact, both players actually completed stock splits last year to bring their share price back down to earth and make it more accessible to a broader range of investors. In the stock split, a company issues additional shares to current investors to lower the individual price, but this doesn't change the total market value of the company. Stock splits often are a sign a company has done well, and the person is confident in its ability to drive more shares gain moving forward. So which stock split companies are helping the S&P 500 rally? None other than Amazon, mm, an e-commerce and cloud computing giant, an Alphabet parent company of search powerhouse Google. Let's take a closer look at these stock split players to buy now. Okay, Amazon is a leader in the two high growth markets of e-commerce and cloud computing. The company has a long track record of earnings strength and has taken steps recently to supercharge growth moving forward. In e-commerce, Amazon already promises free same-day or one-day delivery to Prime customers, as well as several other convenient delivery options. But the company aims to get even faster. It's doing this by shifting its delivery model to a regional one from a national one, stocking popular items in different 8 different centers across the country. Shorter delivery distances save Amazon time and money, and the quicker delivery spur customers to keep coming back. As for cloud computing, Amazon's investment in artificial intelligence could help this already significant business to flourish in the coming years, AWS has launched services that help companies apply AI to their business without having to start from scratch or maintain complicated infrastructure. For example, Amazon Bedrock offers clients and foundation models they can customize for their own use. Finally, Amazon's move last year to improve its code structure has helped it better manage today's tough economic environment. The company cut jobs and shifted investment to favor high growth areas like technology infrastructure. All of this also should help Amazon earnings and shares to truly take off once the economy strengthens. So there are plenty of reasons to believe the stock split player can head significantly higher once again. Okay, I know that Amazon has big businesses like e-commerce and Amazon Web Services. And recently, from the articles that I've read, they're doing delivery services. They're trying to get the products a lot faster than before to customers. Um, it's possible because they've been putting an effort into making uh, centers like total centers across the country. So making it to regional one from a national one, uh, it's been really effective. And with help of AI, they can drive more growth in the future. And that's like the point of this article. And let's get to Alphabet. Okay, Alphabet. Alphabet, you may use Alphabet services every day without even realizing it. Whenever you Google something, you're dealing with this top technology company. Alphabet generates most of its revenue from Google search advertising, but also makes money through YouTube ads, cloud services, and selling hardware. First, let's focus on Google search. It already holds more than 91% share of the search market, but Alphabet continues to work on making Google search even better. The company is doing this by investing in generative AI, which could add more elements to search results, such as image and video. It can offer answers to a wider range of questions. Alphabet's okay. Just a day before yesterday, I read an article about uh, what they're doing with uh, not generative AI, but like what they're doing with search market. Basically, you would type something, right? For example, if you type um, umbrella, then related questions could pop up, and you can get to have like a deeper knowledge in terms of umbrella, the word umbrella, and related questions could pop up, and even the products that are in sale could pop up. Mm. With help of AI, people can have a better search experience, and that's the effort they are putting into, basically. Okay. Anyway, the company is doing this by investing in generative AI, mm, which could add more elements to search results, such as image and video, and can offer answers to a wider range of questions. Alphabet's work to incorporate generative AI also include the area of advertising, with AI offering the ability to create very precise ads to connect with Google users. All of this should please advertising clients, and that bodes well for Google search revenue down the road. Alphabet's cloud is smaller business than search, but it's continued to grow in the double digit even though a difficult economy. And like Amazon, Alphabet is going all in on AI in its cloud business too. The company's Vertex AI tool, which helps customers build AI applications, saw products on the platform multiply by 7 from the second quarter to the third quarter. Even though AWS dominates the cloud market, there's still room for Google Cloud to continue growing and generate significant revenue. This paired with Alphabet's surge strength and the earnings track record makes me optimistic about Alphabet's future performance. And this is why as the S&P 500 rallies, I wouldn't hesitate to buy the stock split company. The shares once again could soar over time. Okay, let's look at this one. Hmm. Roku is like one of the companies that I invested into, including like Shopify, um, like Nvidia, Alphabet, Amazon, stuff like that. Anyway, Roku, here it is. You probably didn't know that Roku has more than doubled this year. Shares of the leading platform for streaming video services on TV have soared 105% in 2023, fueled by return to accelerating top-line growth and a bullish reversal of some previously negative trends. Last week's blowout financial update helped catapult the stock to a triple-digit year-to-date return. There are now 75.8 million active accounts leaning on Roku as their gateway to TV streaming, and they're glued to the set when the Roku remote is in their hands. The average account is streaming uh, nearly 4 hours a day on North America's most popular operating system. The revenue surged at better than expected 20%. In last week's quarter three report, Roku's third straight quarter of accelerating revenue gains. Roku is turning the corner on many fronts after a year of seeing average revenue per user decline sequentially due to softness in the connected TV advertising market. The key metric turned higher. It also posted positive adjusted earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, snapping a streak of negative returns in its 5 previous updates. Despite more than doubling this year, the stock is still well below its peak from the summer of 2021. Roku's audience has continued to grow and usage gains are outpacing the active accounts. A slowdown in the ad market has kept financials in check. But if the recovery picks up the pace in 2024, there is no reason for stock gains to stop coming. With strong revenue growth amplified recent cost controls to boost the bottom line. Okay, now the one that I'm going to read next is this one. Confluent. Mm, Okay, here we have Palantir Technologies and Cloudflare. Uh, mm, Oracle of Omaha. Okay. Realty income. Okay, let's see. Um, Shareholders flock to Berkshire Hathaway's annual shareholder meetings to hear nuggets of wisdom from one of Wall Street's greatest investors, Warren Buffett. Riding the Oracle of Omaha's Coaches is made easy due to the quiet quarterly from 13 fillings. Hmm. Warren Buffett has purchased his favorite stock for 21 consecutive quarters, and you won't find it listed in the company's 13 apps. The Oracle of Omaha has put an estimated $36 billion to work in Apple since January 2016. He spent double that buying shares of another beloved company since May 2018. In 1973, when conglomerate Berkshire Hathaway held its first annual shareholder meeting, a few dozen people attended. Nowadays, you will find approximately 40,000 shareholders attending Berkshire's annual meetings. The lure for these investors is the chance to hear the oracle of Omaha. Warren Buffett offers the nuggets of wisdom on investing in the U.S. economy. Hmm. Wow. Even though Apple already accounts for 47% of Berkshire Hathaway's $343 billion of invested assets, he and his team have been purchasing additional shares of the iPhone maker from time to time. During Berkshire Hathaway's annual shareholder meeting in May, Buffett referred to Apple as a better business than any we own. It's a particularly strong comment given that Berkshire owns Railroad BNSF, an insurance company Geico, which are superstar business on their own. What Apple brings to the table for Berkshire Hathaway is a virtually unsurpassed operating cash flow, a rich history of innovation. Although Apple has no intention of abandoning the physical products that have endeared the company with so many consumers, it's begun focusing more of its attention on growing its services segment. A subscription driven operating focus should lift the company's operating margin over time, as well as smooth out the revenue fluctuations often observed when Apple makes a big change to its flashy smartphone. Okay, last but not least, let's read an article posted on the company Amazon.com. Mm, it's not the article that I've seen recently. Probably it's posted today or yesterday. Let's see what that is, and we'll put an end to YouTube tonight. Okay, Amazon.com. Okay, you can now get Amazon's fast, affordable grocery delivery without a Prime membership. Hmm. You know what? Uh, let's read an article about Tesla instead, because I've been reading so many times. I mean, I've been reading uh, enough of Amazon, so I would rather read articles about Tesla instead because I haven't got the chance to read the article about Tesla. So hmm, here it is, Tesla ready. Uh, okay, let's see this one. MI passes legislation to boost EV charging station development. Michigan recently passed legislation that would boost the state's electric vehicle charging infrastructure. The legislation was passed by the Michigan Senate earlier this week. It passed the Michigan House of Representatives in June as HB 4706. I applaud my colleagues in both parties and chambers who have voted to put this legislation on the governor's desk. I look forward to Governor Whitmer signing the legislation to ensure that Michigan has sufficient charging infrastructure for the electric vehicle transition. HB 4706 would allow EV charging station operators to resell electricity to electric vehicle owners without following the same regulations required for utilities. The slight difference between EV charging providers and utilities will be codified by the Michigan Public Service Commission. According to a substitute for HB 4706 stated in November 8, 2023, an entity that provides electric vehicle charging services is not a public utility and may not be prohibited from charging a customer for electric vehicle charging services on a volumetric basis, including full but not limited to charging volumetric rate for the electricity transferred to the battery or other storage device. An entity that is public utility that engages in the sale of electric vehicle charging services remains subject to regulation under this act and is not exempt from that regulation due solely to the provision of electric vehicle charging services. Hmm. Okay. Anyway, Michigan passes legislation to boost EV charging station development. Now things are changing, and people are working on EV charging station, and now it's being built all over the country, and it's in process. And it's not only infrastructure, but like as well as legislation. Um, Hardware wise, it's in process, and along with hardware, software thingy. In this case, legislation is in process as well. Anyway, this is it for today, and I'ma see you tomorrow or a day after, or probably a while later. Okay, bye bye, and have a good night. Bye bye.